Hello everybody and welcome back to VoidTrain. So the first thing that we're gonna do today is make some good use of our resources. And we've gathered quite a few resources. Let me start smelting. We still have a bit of iron, a bit of copper, but I will queue up. I want to queue up 10 iron and 10 copper. We will use coal as fuel. So that's 10 copper. This is gonna be 10 iron. Let's see if we can get rid of some of the extra things we have in our inventory. I guess this is gonna be good enough for now. And what's next on the research menu? So we did have this one, boiler upgrade, which I'm gonna skip for now as we're not really using the locomotive. I'm guessing it's something to do with this. So we're gonna kick off with unlocking lab 2, for which we'll need 3 wood, 2 ingots, 2 copper pipe and 2 bolts. We do not have any more ingots. I am gonna however take all of the ingredients that I have on hand. So brass bar, we need, first of all, let's add a bit more fuel and let's queue up 5 brass bars. I think this should be good. We need to, let me just filter. On parts we need sturdy bolts. For this we actually need bolts. So I'll queue up 2 bolts and I will quickly check on what the recipe was again. So 2 bolts and 2 copper pipe. So we have the 2 bolts, we should be able to craft 2 sturdy bolts. And for brass wire we need copper wire. So let's queue up 2 of these. In the meantime we should have had enough, what's this called again? Brass bar. Enough brass bar crafted. Pick this up, queue up the brass wire, and we also needed 3 wood and 1 more brass bar. And we need to wait for this one to be ready. I believe this should be everything we need for this research. Yep. Oh, this is a pretty good upgrade, but we need the sturdy wood, and for sturdy wood we need this upgrade. So we'll need to craft the lab upgrade. This looks like the lab upgrade. And we basically need the same ingredients, which means we need another 4 pieces of brass. That's only 1, and with enough fuel we can actually queue up 3 more. Yeah. And luckily we have just enough to queue up 2 more copper bars. We can also queue up 2 more bolts. The problem is that we do not have any more steel bars. We do have enough fuel, so I will queue up 2 more steel right after. And I'm thinking I'm gonna place it. Let's do that now. Let's put the lab over here. And let's get the... let's add that. Let's get the wood. And we just need the bolts and the wire. So this should be enough to make 2 brass wire, yeah. And let's queue up 2 steel bars now. So we do have a bit more fuel, but not excessively much. We do have plenty of wood at our disposal though, so I think after these 4 chunks of coal I'm gonna start to use wood as the main resource. While that's going on, let's distribute some of these items, and I will use the yellow chest apparently again. And green is overloaded. Yeah, I'll use this one as a catch-all for now. Okay, we have that ready. Let's queue up 2 sturdy bolts and pick up the brass wire. And while I'm here, I want to take 2 of these stacks because I do want to convert them into... I keep forgetting what the recipe name is. Unstable chemical. Because it's more compact to store and will most likely need some unstable chemicals in the near future. So let's take the bolts, and this should be lab 2 created, and this should have 2 new recipes, which is sealant, which requires unstable chemical and zinc, and thickener, which requires fat and zinc. I'm gonna go ahead and queue up 2 thickeners. For which I will need that. And we also require fuel. I do have 2 zones here. If I add just a bit more fuel, I can also convert all the chemicals. At this point, I'm kind of thinking that these workstations can just go away, and this will make room for another set of chests. Okay, that's gonna take a while. This, on the other hand, is gonna be much quicker. I do want to remember what else other than... oh, thickener. It's just a piece of wood. I had some wood here and here. I'm gonna take everything for now. So this research should be done in just a second. Okay, this sounds interesting. Maybe it's gonna somehow automate gathering resources. But I do want to get this one first done. So that's one bolt, one spring, and one plank. The plank is not done here. Is it done here? Yes. And we do need the thickener. We have enough for the spring, we have enough for this. We're missing a bolt. Okay, so for the bolt we need a steel bar. Let's add some fuel and I will start using wood for that. So craft that. Let's go ahead and also craft a bolt. So we have something to upgrade once this is complete. And the unstable chemical will go in here. This will allow us some extra room in this box. The bolt is done. Let's get this one and upgrade the bolt. And this gives us the really awesome recipe which will give us one slot in all of our containers. This is actually quite huge given how many containers we have. And we can move on to the next recipe. We should be able to craft everything here, and this is gonna give us a dampener. So I did see one steel bar. There was something in here called sealant for which we need unstable chemicals. Already need some of... Actually, I'm gonna take everything for now. Let's go ahead and craft one sealant. I'm just gonna add one fuel and get the sealant underway. That's that one, and while that's done, there was another ingredient here which was the spring. Did I craft the spring? I have not. Queue that up. Spring is done very fast, which is awesome. So let's get a dampener. So I'm assuming that this is just an ingredient, nothing too fancy about it. And we can now have... We can upgrade the distance of the winch. We have all the ingredients. Well, we can build all the ingredients. Allows the grappling hook to break loot spheres. Okay, I'm assuming those are the meteor looking like things that we had to shoot until now. But the main thing that I want to do is this one, the gatherer station. So we need 2 steel, 2 planks, 1 wire and 1... I think that's the dampener that we've just unlocked. Damper. Okay, 2 planks, 2 steel. We should still have enough for 2 steel here. Brass bar. We're out of copper, so let's queue up the 2 steel and let's queue up some more copper bars. Oh, let's add just 9 fuel. build all the steel we have on hand right now. I will leave the hooks in here. That's not interesting. I want to see. I just wanted to make sure that there's nothing else in the other chests. I wanted to take a few more resources. I will grab just a bit more wood as well. And let's see, we have that. The steel is done, the copper is done, the steel is done. This means that we can queue up some more brass bars. I'm actually gonna do 3 brass bars because we're gonna need them for a lot of other things. And I will need a bit more copper to kick off the copper wire. I believe it is just 2 copper wire for that. And while we're here, for the sturdy wood I need 2 thickener. I already forgot the recipe. Okay, we need 4 fat for that. Fat is this one. I need to use better icons. I really wish they would have an icon in the chest for like the actual ingredient. So I think we need to also add, let's use the coal chunk. So this is 2 thickener. We should have plenty of wood. I should now be able to queue up 2 brass wire items. Okay, 1 throwing ring is 1 iron bar. That seems rather expensive. So let's queue up 1 of the sturdy wood pieces. And this should allow us to queue up the second one. I would just want to make sure that other than the sturdy wood I have everything. Oh, we still need that damper thingy. I'm assuming that's here. Yeah, this is here. So we need sealant, spring and a steel bar. This is quite a tall order. So 1 spring. I think I should be able to queue up 1 sealant. We are spending quite a bit of time crafting here. So that should be enough for this one. Let's go ahead, pick it up, and this should be enough to kick off the research for... No, that is not enough because I'm now short 1 steel bar and I'm also short iron bars. So let's go ahead, I'm gonna add another 10 fuel here and just queue up 10 more iron bars. We'll need iron bars for everything, so it's a safe bet to queue up this many. And I think same for copper. This was a fairly complex recipe, so this is gonna increase the train length. Steam capacity. We're finally getting the mushroom salad. That should be something interesting, but I do want to get these two upgrades as well. That's probably gonna be in the next episode. Right now I'm wondering where that thing that we've unlocked is gonna be, and I will quickly dump most of the things that I have on me in the chests. I think that that recipe is gonna be visible here. Allows a Roflimo to gather resources from the void. Okay, interesting. So for this we need 2 planks, 2 steel. It's basically the same recipe. So queuing up 3 steel here. Again, really wish that these containers, the workstations, would automatically sync up with the containers, so I don't have to go pick up from the chests every time. And the other one actually did, because I did have the brass wire in here and it showed the brass wire as completed, as already had. So that was weird, I guess, in terms of consistency. Okay, I want to do planks, and for that I need thickeners. Okay, that was another 4 fat. We're very quickly running out of fuel. Let's just go... running out of fat, and to say. Let's go grab a few more. And out of fuel, for that matter. We're down to our last 3 stacks. So that's that one. Let me check on the ingredients again. So we have those 2, we need a damper and the 2 pieces of wood. For the damper we need to queue up a spring here. And the sealant, who is also gonna be underway. And while this is going, we can kick off the 2 pieces of sturdy wood. I do have a funny feeling that we won't have enough room on the train to actually place that. We might be able to extend the cart once more and reorganize some of the things here to make more room. We can probably move the beds in this cart. Let's see. So one of these coming up. We have the 2 sturdy wood. I'm actually curious, I want to test it out. Will it say that I have everything I need? No, it doesn't. But it does keep saying that I have the wire, although I don't have any wire on me. So if I take this from here and just put it in a random chest, as long as this and this, I think that this will actually tell me that I can build. Yeah. Okay, so I do not need to extend apparently. I just need to clear out the things that I have on that side of the train, and I have no idea where I'm gonna clear them out. If I go to discard, yeah, I think I'll actually upgrade this card. 2 regular balls, 2 regular springs, and 2 bearings. That's, I think, quite doable. So 2 of those for bearing. I need... Okay, we need to queue up more iron. So let's add up... I'm gonna use this as fuel because we are running extremely low. Take up 20 more scrap metal, so let's give it 100 fuel, queue up 100 more of these, and get I want from here to get 2 pieces of fat. If I'm not mistaken, fat I can actually cook from chemicals and organics. Yeah, that's good. We do fortunately have plenty of those. And this should be enough to build 2 bearings. I don't have enough iron on me anymore, so, and I cannot have the iron just smelting here. It would need to be on a chest. So I am gonna pick it up. Okay, so this, although it's showing me the recipe there, it says it cannot be upgraded. Okay. Already, so this wagon is fully upgraded now. I can use basically the same ingredients to add a wagon. A bit confused about that, but let's get back to that later. I do need to go and put floors in. So let's go ahead and... Oh, looks like we have a new type of floor, so I would say variation is good once in a while. Now we should finally be able to get our gatherer station at the very end of our train. I'm gonna use the actual very end of it. That was a weird message. Not enough resources, probably used by another player. Roughly more, assigned to the gatherer station, will periodically gather resources from the void. To collect the gathered items, interact with a container inside the station. However, Roflimo will not work under certain conditions such as low happiness, a stopped train, nearby danger, or when the station container is full. Okay, that's fair enough, I would say. Let's go and see. Okay, so it's gonna collect things here. Worker not assigned. So we have four working stations. Let's take the worker from let's take this worker. So Bob, okay, it means it's able to collect any of the resources. No effects. Okay, it says that it doesn't work because the train is paused, which makes perfect sense. Well, we'll take a look at that in the next time we venture out into the void. But for now, I think we've reached a good point to put an end to this episode. We'll go ahead and look at what's happening with that mystery chest that we've unlocked last episode in the next episode. But until then, I hope everybody enjoyed this episode, and I will see you here next time.